Angel Reese putting on a show, outduels Caitlin Clark with 25 points, 16 rebounds in the Sky's win over the Fever. Reese scored a career high to help Chicago beat Indiana 88-97.
Have you ever thought about what happens when a superstar athlete, someone seen as unbeatable, suddenly faces a scandal that could end their career? Get ready, because we're diving into one of the most shocking moments in WNBA history. Angel Reese, a rising star known for her dominance on the court, is now at the center of a storm. Allegedly caught using steroids, a revelation that has sent shockwaves through the sports world. This isn't just another news story, it's the kind of controversy that could change everything. Just recently, Reese delivered a stunning performance, outplaying Caitlin Clark with 25 points and 16 rebounds to secure Chicago's win over Indiana, a career-high night that proved her talent. But now, the narrative has flipped. What once looked like an unstoppable rise to greatness is spiraling into an unexpected and dramatic downfall. The strangest part? This entire situation might have been avoided if Reese had taken a different path. So how did it all unravel? How did someone at the peak of success end up in such chaos? Let's break it down.
Reese is the first rookie since Aja Wilson with 25-plus points and 15-plus rebounds in a single game.
I'm a dog. You can't teach that. I'm going to go out and do whatever it takes to win, and every single night, my teammates rely on my energy. So being able to continue the energy, even if we're down, even if we're up, that's what I do.
Angel Reese has been in the spotlight lately, but not for reasons she would want. A well-known and outspoken WNBA star, she built her reputation on toughness, intensity, and dominance on the court. But now, she's capturing headlines for all the wrong reasons. Reports suggest that Reese has tested positive for steroid use, an allegation that could not only tarnish her image but also threaten her entire career. In professional sports, steroids are more than a rule violation. They represent a breach of trust from fans, teammates, and the broader sports community. For someone like Reese, who has proudly embraced her role as one of the league's brightest talents, the controversy is devastating. The big questions now are, what exactly happened? How did it come to this? And what lies ahead for a player once thought to be untouchable?
Just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. Like, it's not just because of one person. A lot of us have done so much for this game, and Kennedy has been here before, obviously, but there are so many great players in this league that have deserved this for a really, really long time, and luckily, it's coming now.
Let's take a step back and talk about why drugs, particularly steroids, are such a serious issue in professional sports. At their core, steroids represent a form of cheating. They give athletes an artificial edge, pushing their bodies beyond natural limits. This isn't just about training harder or being more disciplined. It's about artificially boosting muscle growth, endurance, and strength to create the illusion of being unstoppable while secretly playing with an unfair advantage. That's why steroids are banned across nearly every major sport. They disrupt the level playing field that competition depends on. And it's not only the short-term performance boost that matters. Steroids can leave lasting damage on an athlete's body and permanently stain their reputation. In a game like basketball, where speed, agility, and raw power are critical, steroids can offer an almost impossible-to-match advantage, making their use both dangerous and deeply unfair.
Goes out there, fights, gives it all she's got for her teammates every day. And they were relevant for a while before they went on this latest losing streak. But 26 double-doubles on the season, averaging a double-double, only the fifth rookie in WNBA history to pull that off. You can't say enough. The only thing you can say about her as a rookie is that she wasn't Caitlin Clark. That's about it. Everything else is nothing but positive. And even that is positive because everybody ain't going to be the female version of Steph Curry, for crying out loud. That's what Caitlin Clark is, playing two different positions. But Angel Reese deserves all the credit in the world.
Heck of a season.
Yeah, heck of a season. I think she's got a really, really bright future.
Absolutely.
So when a player like Angel Reese, known for her strength, dominance, and seemingly unshakable presence, is accused of using performance-enhancing drugs, it shakes the very foundation of everything she's built. Suddenly, people are left asking, was her greatness genuine, or was it fueled by something illicit? For fans, this kind of revelation can be heartbreaking. It changes how you see not just the athlete, but the sport itself, and even its integrity. And you can't talk about Angel Reese without bringing up one of the WNBA's most talked about rivalries, her ongoing clash with Caitlin Clark. Anyone who follows the league closely knows just how fierce this competition is. It's about more than who's the best player. It's about who deserves to be the face of the WNBA. Caitlin Clark, for her part, has been nothing short of extraordinary. She's been rewriting the record books, dominating with raw, natural talent. That word, natural, is key. Unlike Reese, who now faces accusations of steroid use, Clark's achievements stand untarnished. She broke the WNBA rookie scoring record with 761 points, and she did it all within the rules.
Last night, we saw Caitlin Clark take the last shot of her season, one that ended with an 87-81 loss to the Sun in Game 2 of the first round of the playoffs. Clark was the first one in the tunnel. Her long year of basketball over, she was chosen #1 in the WNBA draft and took a team that had won 30 combined games over the previous 4 years to its first playoff berth since 2016. Clark had a rookie record-setting year.
And this is where things get even more intriguing. While Caitlin Clark has been showered with accolades, Angel Reese has often spoken out, insisting that she is the true greatest, that she deserves more recognition, and even claiming the media only elevates Clark because of her race. But now, with steroid allegations hanging over Reese, those bold statements seem less like confidence and more like a smokescreen to cover deeper insecurities. If the rumors prove true, it completely reshapes her rivalry with Clark. What was once seen as a battle between two elite athletes suddenly shifts into something very different, a story of one player rising on pure talent versus another possibly climbing through shortcuts. If these accusations hold weight, the narrative of this rivalry, and even Reese's entire career, takes on a very different meaning. It's a reality both fans and the WNBA will be forced to confront.
Basketball has really consumed my life for a year, so I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened. I feel like I didn't even have time to really reflect on my college career because it ended so fast. And then I came here and was trying to give everything I could to this team. And it was special. There was a lot of things that this group accomplished that, a lot of people probably didn't think was possible.
The allegations against Angel Reese highlight something deeper: desperation. At the highest levels of professional sports, the pressure to perform is overwhelming. The spotlight, the endorsements, the expectations of fans. It all adds up. And for someone like Reese, who built her entire identity around being the best, the burden of staying on top may have been crushing.
Angel Reese putting on a show outduels Caitlin Clark with 25 points, 16 rebounds in the Sky's win over the Fever. Reese scored a career high to help Chicago beat Indiana 88-97, despite 17 points and a franchise record 13 assists from Clark on Sunday. Reese is the first rookie since Aja Wilson with 25-plus points and 15-plus rebounds in a single game.
Here's the reality. When you're up against Caitlin Clark, a player who thrives on instinct and natural ability, the pressure can be suffocating. Reese's alleged steroid use looks like a desperate attempt to keep pace, protect her image, and stay relevant in a league where pure talent is shining brighter than ever. In sports, turning to performance-enhancing drugs is the lowest move. It's an admission that you couldn't keep up through hard work alone. And the irony is striking. Reese, who has always been the loudest voice proclaiming herself the greatest, now appears to have been masking her fears all along. Instead of honing her craft and improving her game, she may have chosen the shortcut, the coward's path. Steroids can build muscle, but they can't give you heart. And heart is exactly what Caitlin Clark has in abundance.
Oh, I love a good rivalry. And it continues, and the fireworks are still there, folks. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark squared off again as the Clark's Indiana Fever defeated Reese's Chicago Sky 88-83 on Sunday, making it 2-0 Clark in the pros. Reese and Clark have been linked since their much-hyped matchup in the 2023 Women's Final Four when Reese came out victorious. This one not without controversy, as Reese, attempting to block Clark's shot, also delivered a hard blow to her head. As Clark drove to the basket in the third quarter, officials upgraded the call to a flagrant 1 foul. Reese seemed to take exception to the ruling.
For years, Angel Reese has built her identity around being an unstoppable force in the WNBA, bold, confident, and self-proclaimed untouchable. But with these steroid allegations, that carefully crafted image is beginning to crumble. The player who once crowned herself the queen of the WNBA may now be forced to face the possibility that her reign was built on shaky ground. The sting of hypocrisy makes the situation even worse. Reese has been one of Caitlin Clark's sharpest critics, often accusing her of receiving undue praise because of her race. Yet now, the tables seem to have turned. While Reese was busy pointing fingers, she may have been hiding a secret of her own. It's a textbook case of projection, condemning someone else for what you yourself are guilty of.
So many people are watching women's basketball right now.
Yeah.
It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball that you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas.
Reese's identity as a dominant, unstoppable athlete has always been central to her brand. She wasn't content with just being excellent. She wanted to be remembered as the greatest. But if these steroid allegations are proven true, it would expose her success as something built not on hard work or natural ability, but on cheating. And no amount of PR spin or damage control could undo that reality. So, what comes next? If the charges hold up, this could mark the end of Angel Reese's career. The WNBA enforces a strict zero-tolerance policy when it comes to performance-enhancing drugs, and testing positive is among the gravest violations an athlete can commit. Reese wouldn't just face suspension or even expulsion from the league. Her legacy as a player could be permanently scarred by this scandal.
Yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball that you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. Like, it's not just because of one person. A lot of us have done so much for this game, and Kennedy has been here before, obviously, but there are so many great players in this league that have deserved this for a really, really long time. And
Beyond Angel Reese, this controversy is a reminder of the importance of integrity in sports. Steroids may offer a shortcut, but the truth always surfaces, and when it does, the fallout is devastating. As fans, all we can do is wait for the truth to come out and hope the WNBA takes the right steps to protect the game's integrity.